Hey guys, welcome back to the Aegon Conquest scenario with the Starks. This is arguably probably my favourite series I've done so far. One thing is the one I got furthest. Secondly, we've just made some good relationships, usually bad. We hate quite a few people, I have to admit. A lot of families have done bad things for us so far. But we're in a new era now. We are now under the Iron Throne. The Targaryens finally have basically united the whole of Westeros. There's a couple of little places, but basically the main power mixes and stuff are all done now, after we fell, sadly. But yeah, so now we're going to have to get used to life under the Targaryens. Though, I have to admit, our plan from now on will be to get a dragon. Because obviously, what's my guy's name? Brandon, the first of the North, saw his father die in a flame of smoke and flames, I guess. And yep, we learnt that we wouldn't be able to fight against those dragons. One dragon was enough to destroy our whole armies, lay waste to everything, kill our father. It was a sad day, but we learnt from that day that we weren't able to fight them, so we had to give up. But we now know that we need to get a dragon for our own. So my goal is to marry into the Targaryens, get the Targaryens to think that I'm going to be obedient, that we're really nice, the Starks are loyal, but then we'll take a dragon at some point. It might take a while. Most likely I'm going to try and marry into them. That's the other thing actually. At the moment, obviously, we are looking to inherit the Westerlands. Our daughter will inherit the Westerlands and the North. But sadly, she's in Castle Rock. And every time I invite her to court, she won't come. So I'm a bit worried about how they're going to marry her off, because obviously her mother's going to do it. I don't like her mother. Her mother's not the best. But yeah, so I'm worried they'll marry her off, not matrimony or something really stupid. I really hope they don't do that. I hope the AI is smart enough to realise that. We're going to have to wait and see. She's only, well, when I say only 35, I mean 35 she could still have another kid. Hopefully we'll get a son or something. Hopefully. If not, we have to hope they marry her matrimonially. And if that does happen, then we will be inheriting the North and the Westlands, which would be great for us, make us a lot more powerful. So yeah, from this point on, we're going to be trying to make some alliances, get the Targaryens to think we're good. Then once we have a dragon, we will declare for ourselves. The Starks will rise again, with ice in hand on a dragon. And we shall get revenge for Torrhen Stark, for what they did to him. And the rest of my family. They have not treated us well. My sister's blind, thanks to the Dornish prince, who, funnily enough, got away unscathed. Which is nice for him. You can see why he's called the Wicked. Even two of his daughters, well, my nieces, got blinded as well. So yeah, we're not very happy with Dorne. Riverrun did not come to help us, which is great. Because, we made an alliance with them and they didn't come to help us. The fools. They know they're going to be next. There's no way they can stand up to the whole of Westeros. It was just ridiculous. Damn you. Damn you, Melwyn. Melwys. Is it Melwys? Yeah, I guess. The tellies were dumb there. But that's their own problem. But yeah, that's what we're going to be planning to do from now on. Okay, he's been released. Yep. Okay, got the ransom for him. Oh yeah, someone said actually earlier, because I'm a Westerman, obviously my courtiers don't like me as much because I'm a Westerman, because I was there for so long. But I don't know how to change it. If anyone can tell me how to change it, that'd be great. I'd love to change it back into a Northman, because I'm sure you went onto Intrigue, and you could change your culture sometimes. It sometimes pop up, but I can't see one. And it might be because, normally you see it as, change your liege's culture. And because I'm the highest, I guess, apart from obviously Targaryens, I can't change. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah. So that is the plan. Is anything going on? Okay, we're attacking the Seastone Isles. Okay. Trying to bring the Seastone Isles back into Westeros. Okay, and their leader's blind. Great for him. Oh, yeah, a lot of people have been noticing I've been making a lot of bloody mistakes in the last few series. Particularly the Blackfire one. Gotta say a real big shout out. Sorry about that, guys, but when I'm recording, I've got this whole thing where I'm thinking about what I'm talking about, and then you think, like, what the hell did I just say that? And then, like, you realise it was stupid, but then you're not paying attention what's on the screen, and you're like, oh shit, didn't notice that. And when I'm... Okay, what's this? Okay. And also, when I'm playing, I want to try and get this game to go as fast as I can, because obviously no one wants to see me diving away, just doing loads of little things. So I generally just sort of try and skim through a lot of stuff, especially the war, try and make it as fast as possible. Normally I have the war on really low speed. Okay, Castellan's dead. Yes, I'm on low speed normally, and so I can see exactly what's going on, plan out everything. But when I'm recording, I like it a bit faster. I don't want to be a bit bored. I don't want to get too boring, really. So I have the speed a bit higher, and that means a lot of mistakes. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna from now on try a bit better. Make sure I concentrate a lot more. Make sure I have the speed not too high for you guys, because as I say, I don't. You know, that's what the comment section's there for criticisms. You know, constructive criticisms. I really appreciate it. It just allows me to remember exactly. Oh yeah, shit. Maybe I should think about that more and stuff. So yeah, that's great. It's good to hear constructive criticism. It's the only way you can get better. Because, you know, I haven't been doing this long. Haven't been doing commentaries for long, and I have to admit I'm not the best at these games. I will admit that, especially Crusader Kings 2, the Paradox games in general. There's a lot of little stuff to get used to. Okay, so what is this? Okay, for Black Tide. Okay, we'll join for now. Just so then he likes us a bit more, because like I say, we want to try and trick them into thinking we're good. But the Starks will remember. The Starks don't forget. Just like Winter, we don't forget. And even though Brandon is a kind man, as I think he is, no, he's trusted and charitable, slothful and brave, and we have Ice. We're not too bad with Skilled Fighter. But yeah, none of us will forget. Okay, the Iron Lines has been taken completely now. That's great. The only places really left are Riverrun, led by the foolish Tullys, who decided to stand by themselves in the end. And also, I think, yes, the Stoneway as well is also left, but neither of those two are going to last long. There's a few inheritance problems in a few of the other paramountcies I noticed. The Stormlands is in a bit of trouble. Yep, as you can see, she's married to her husband, not matrimonially, and he is of Stagsfield. So, of Stagsfield family will inherit, and actually a dwarf will inherit the Stormlands. So that's a weird thing to happen. He feels I risked too much of my escapades and tried to persuade me to stop risking my life. I'm sorry, too much of a thrill. And also, which was the other place? I think it was the Arryns. Had a bit of a problem. Yes, they have a very young lord. He's called Osmond the Young, and the guy who will inherit it if he dies is a Royce. So we could see both those families dying out, which is interesting. I've actually talking about families dying out. I actually have a Reed character. I know a lot of people like the Reeds and stuff, so I've kept the Reed character. She's the last remaining Reed character. So I married her matrimonially to one of my courtiers to keep them alive and hopefully give them back their position in the neck one day, when it comes up, when I can actually give them it, you know, when my brother's not in charge. But sadly, she gained the celibate trait, which means that she's not like to have kids, which is very disconcerting because, yeah, that would have been, that's a bit annoying. It might mean the Reed family die out. Hopefully she loses it or some miracle happens. But yeah, like I was saying before, you know, I'm not the best at these games, I'll admit that, and I will make mistakes and stuff like that. But you know, I love these games just for the fun of it. You know, you've been able to tell the story, seeing what happens is oh, okay. Okay, the mission to King's Land has been a success. She has made friends with the Lord Commander of the King's Guard. That's good. And I'll make loads of mistakes. I'll admit that definitely. It's just how I play. You know, these are sort of games. These Paradox games are really fun. Even if you're losing, I find them so much fun because, like I say, you just see what happens. I mean, I could play like how I would play, but I like to role play a lot. So I like to play as their stats. Because what's the point of having these traits, you know, unless you play as them? Because, you know, some of them don't give you anything. Which I find really, like, they give you bad stuff. It's like, what's the point even, why would I pick to have that? Okay, no longer priest. Okay, we need to give the winter wood away because it's the wrong type of dements. I'll just give it to the next Septon. Okay, you can be Septon, and I'll just give it to you. I'm really not bothered. I can't give it to her. Baron can be granted. Okay. The realm's in a state of war. Who are we fighting against anyway? You click on it. No. To defend our liege, like I say. Not sure who we're fighting. We're fighting no one. Okay, that's odd. Okay. Not sure what happened there. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to make sure I concentrate a bit more, make sure I slow down the speeds and stuff, just to make sure I get things right and don't make any too stupid mistakes at least. Because like I say, we don't want that to happen. I obviously want to make these videos good for you guys, because you guys, you're the reason I'm making these videos. And so far the support has been absolutely amazing. It's been growing exponentially, ridiculously. So I mean, if I was playing myself, I would probably just marry myself to one of the Targaryens, so like his daughter, marry one of them, then murder the other two children, and then there we go, we'd inherit the Iron Throne. I mean, it's not that difficult, it's not, especially when you start as a Lord Paramount, it's not the hardest thing if you try and play the game properly. Do you know what I mean? If you know what happens in the game stuff, you know how to get stuff, it's not too hard. For some reason I got a ridiculous amount of money. I should really sort that out. Ooh, King Aegon is requesting help with his mismanagement of the economy. We are asked to provide a certain amount of gold. How much? 50. Do you know what? I'm going to give it to him just because I have a ridiculous amount, which was very coincidental. And like I said, we're trying to make friends with them. We're trying to make them in a false sense of security. Like, there you go. So then they'll happily marry to one of our daughters, or possibly one of our future children. And then we can take their dragons. The dragons are the important thing. Whoever holds the dragons holds the power. What was I saying? I completely forgot what I was talking about. Stone. Yeah, we go. We're going to take Stoneway now. Yes, I mean, it's not hard when you know what to do. But I like to RP and make it a bit more interesting. If it's not, tell me. If you hate that and you just want me to try and win the game as much as possible, tell me in the comments below. And I would change it completely. But I just thought it was more interesting and it's more fun for me, I find. Yeah, we'll defend them for now, like I say. Get some more good interest from them, because they obviously didn't like us very much. Okay, 33 now. He's also inherited both Valyrian steel swords for the Targaryen family. He's had another daughter. There's actually not many Targaryens left. There's actually only Aenys and his children, and also his one brother, and his kid. They're literally the only Targaryens left. There's always Baratheon, who's part of the Kingsguard, but they're technically not Targaryens. And one of his kids is he's matrimonially, he's married. How's your performance? Okay. Okay, interesting. Okay, let's see if they've married off my daughter. Oops, wrong person. That's the one thing I'm really concerned about. Okay, they still haven't married her. That's interesting. We really need to get married while she's young. We don't want to wait. I could always, marry her to one of my courtiers, but we want to make a good alliance with her. And what's going on in the Reach? What's happening here? Attacking Lord Paramount Leonette in the North March War for Lady Desmond's claim on the Reach. Ah, interesting. Some claims, some civil war going on in the Reach there. A lot of problems in a lot of the other places, apart from us in the north and the Westlands. They're quite safe. The Iron Island seems quite peaceful as well. Yeah, he's got 2 sons. His oldest son is not married though. Maybe it's because he's gay, I don't know. And neither is his other son. Wow. Okay. They need to start marrying. And interestingly, this part is part of the Iron Islands. Okay, it's because the Botleys own it. Okay, the Botleys have actually inherited this area of the Riverlands. That's pretty cool. But yeah, there's some people we Starks will never forgive in this Let's Play. Okay, the Stoneway War's over. That is the Dornish, particularly the Martells, Prince Lewin, and the Tullys. Really, those are the 2 families who didn't help us or did us wrong, and the Targaryens, obviously. Oh yeah, and also the Fens down here. Oh wait, that's locked. What? I clicked on that. Okay. Where are the Fens? Is this the Fen? Yeah, the Fens. His father, he could be okay, but the Fens, we got a prejudice against them now. They've not been very helpful. If I get a chance, I would take their title away from them, and we give it to the Reed. But she is not. Still celibate. Not good at all. It's not really what we want. There's a king beyond the wall as well. Walton the Decadent. Interesting fella. Bit old though, he'll probably die and the whole thing would just fall apart, so yeah. Whoa, okay, the Reach has just dropped into chaos. What is going on in the Reach? Whoa, okay. I think the Reach is going to change hands because there's way too many people against the Reach. It started as an uneasiness around guests and strangers, then evolved into an awkwardness and a strong feeling of discomfort. I don't want to meet any new people. I'll have to try to be more gregarious. I'm charitable, trusted and brave. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll try and be more gregarious. Talking to people and getting to know them is something I really like. I've gained the gregarious trait. So who are they fighting this war for? Actually, I didn't even notice. Is it for... I'm assuming it's for her, which would be interesting because she's married to a Florent. So their children will be Florent. So Florence could gain the Reach. That'll be fun. Something going on in Dawn as well. I never claim there for Dawn. Ah, plot. Blessings upon your house. We would like you to back our plot to investigate Prince Ory's of the Iron Throne's legitimacy. Okay, interesting. Who was Prince Ory's? Okay, he is the second son. And he's a wild dragon. Ooh, for middle of fight. That's pretty good for an 11-year-old. Squire. Yeah, let's get involved secretly. Like I say, we'll be friends with the Targaryens, but secretly we're going to try and find a way to defeat them. We won't forget. Like I say, it's a new dawn for Westeros. You know, now everywhere but Riverrun's now under the Iron Throne. We now have the King's Guard and everything. Everything's starting to form. Thank you. Good job there, brother. Has my brother got any kids, actually? Still hasn't had a kid yet. Ooh. Why did he marry such an old woman? What's wrong with you? Yeah, hopefully you remarry someone actually younger this time. Because, I mean, obviously his kids can be claimants, but, you know, he's family. And the Starks are big about family. And, obviously, you know, I'm trusting, so, yeah. I'll trust all my family. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to have another kid, which is a shame. Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry, I swore. Are you kidding me? They married her off. How could they be so stupid?